Coach Sampson, when you guys were struggling to score some buckets there in the second half, just how big was Marcus coming through with those 9 straight?
Yeah, critical. We needed somebody to step up. We were getting good shots. We were getting good looks. At some point, we needed to reward ourselves for what we were doing. We were doing just about everything right. Ball was moving. We were playing to the third side, which we wanted to do. Guys were attacking the rim. Look how many layups Nate missed. Look how many layups Quentin missed. Look how many layups Dejan missed. Couldn't make layups. So at some point, that scoreboard keeps track of points, right? It doesn't keep track of shot attempts or stops or rebounds. It keeps track of points. So, but Marcus has been in a good headspace for a while now. He was a freshman for a long time, but this time of year there are no freshmen. That's a veteran team. Keith Williams, Jaron Cumberland, and Trey Scott. That's the 4th year we've played against 2 of them. I got the reigning Conference Player of the Year. I'll be shocked if Trey Scott's not first-team All-Conference. They got 2 first-team All-Conference guys. Keith Williams is as good a versatility guy as there is. They got the 7-foot. That's a good team, and they're really good. And for us to beat them, it's good. Obviously our kids expect to win, but to win by shooting 36% with 22 offensive rebounds is, I'd rather shoot 55% and 10 offensive rebounds. But our kids have learned how to win without making shots, and that's something we preach from day one.
Kelvin, you
asked me a question about Quentin Zandra. I'm involved.
Well, then I'll ask you about Marcus Sasser. How's he doing?
I'd like that better.
Okay, how's he doing?
He's doing good.
Okay.
Doing good.
How meaningful is it to
he bumped his knee, so that's nothing that.
Okay.
Tomorrow's a day off. That's why I wish we played on Saturdays and not Sundays, because they don't get a day off because they got to get up and go to class tomorrow. Every team that plays on Saturday has a day off. And if you never coached or never played, you don't understand that. If you're not in college athletics, you don't understand it. But every team that plays on Saturday gets a complete day off. That is a big, big deal. And when you're playing on Sunday, you don't, because they got to go to class. They've got to go to tutoring sessions, labs, training sessions. So they're going to be busy all morning and all afternoon. They just don't practice, but they're busy all day. That's what we've got to figure out a way to get some Saturday games around here.
You've talked about winning championships. How meaningful is it to own a share of first place now at this stage of the game?
Yeah, no response to that really. I understand why you ask it, but just no response. We've got a big game coming up Thursday, and I think we're more focused on the process. Championships are destinations. These journeys that we're on is not over. When you start getting ahead of yourself, I think you're losing sight of why we start in June, and our kids work so hard. We've won nothing. We had a good win today. It counts as one win. No different than the loss last week. That doesn't count as 2 losses. It counts as 1. But I thought we played our identity and our culture as well today as we have all year.
I know you don't like to look in the past, but I'll ask the guys this. Did it help you mentally to beat Cincinnati after what happened last time, and did it kind of give you a momentum and boost of confidence?
Nah, not really. We knew this was a game we needed to win, and we just came out to handle business. That could have been the difference in our season, really. So that was a must-win game, and we came out and executed.
Chris, rebounding-wise, you really took over in the second half. Did you have that mindset? Everything that was missing was coming off. You were getting?
I always had that mindset. Crash every shot. Really, I feel like I feel like I was rebounding in the first half, but I got in foul trouble. But yeah, the second half especially, we needed it. So that was an emphasis for me to go rebound early.
Nate, they cut it to 5 in the second half. Y'all went on a 10-0 run. How big was that stretch?
It was big. You know, they started getting a lot of confidence, and it was kind of, you know, last time we was up 15 and they came back, and that was the difference in the last game. So it was big for us to have composure and just make winning plays. You know, we went on, like you said, just big stretch. So just make winning plays.
Nate, speaking of winning plays, you started this game with high intensity, relentless energy. Just speak to that and kind of how you want to jumpstart the energy from the team and how you guys just carried it throughout the entire second half.
I think the week off that we had, the little bye week, I think that helped a lot. We got a chance to kind of breathe a little bit versus having 3 games in 1 week and then traveling all the time. So that helped a little bit. And also we know the stakes that was at hand. And, you know, we just wanted to go out there and make winning plays. Winning plays was the emphasis this week. You know, the difference between, you know, if you look at all our losses, you know, the difference between winning and losing plays. So we just taking that and having that mindset. We got to go out there and focus on the winning plays and do the little things to get the win.
Kelvin, just kind of a non-basketball question, but how much did you feel for John coaching today, a day after he lost his father?
Yeah, when I found out about it, Lauren texted me and said that I think it was appropriate that we have a moment of silence for him for the game. I thought that was the right thing to do. Then I texted him, and he sent a nice text back, and then we exchanged pleasantries before and after the game. So I know how I felt when I lost my dad, and his dad was a big part of his life. So there's some things that's more important in the game.